Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Now, before saying you are ready, and I'm still not sure, I think I mentioned at the end of the last video there, I'm not sure whether you're stuck in here or not once you agree, but this is the final dungeon on Disc 1. If I haven't mentioned it yet, this is a multi-disc game, and it is a 4-disc game, actually, so we're nowhere near done. And oddly enough, in this game, the discs, like normally, you know, disc 4, disc 3, whatever the final disc is relatively short. And all the other ones are, you know, usually go from like kind of long at the first disc, and the second disc is alright, and third disc is alright, and fourth disc is, you know, tiny as all hell, usually contains the final dungeon, and that's it. In this game, that's not quite the case. It's all over the place. Disc 2 is relatively long. So is... Actually, I think Disc 3 is the longest in the entire game, which, go figure, who knows. But, anyway. If we defeat Dole, we'll end the war. Haschel, you're still funny even when you are serious. Alright. Rose is not going to have any of this, you know, happy kumbaya speech. She's going to go kick some ass. Let's join her. So yeah, here's the thing. I don't know about you, but this sequence reminds me a lot of the descent into the depths of Cosmo Canyon, particularly the Gee Caves. So, I don't know about you, but it just seems like that to me. I'm going to fast forward through this because he's slow. And we get 20 gold. Some more fast forward. And let's climb some more ladders. Takes too long. Skip the second one there and take the third one. Skip that one if I can get past there. And head all the way over to the left. Some more fast forward here. And did I miss an item? It's supposed to be 2 down here. Did I seriously just miss one? Oh boy. Distractions. Did I? I could have swore I got everything. I think I did. I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. Anyway. So yeah, this is the final dungeon, and more fast forward, yay! Yeah, this is the final dungeon on Disc 1, and this will... Could have swore it was... whatever. Maybe it's up ahead. I can't think straight right now. But yeah, the last dungeon on this disc, and it's not particularly long considering that it's just the castle, and that's pretty much it. Though there is quite a bit to do in the castle. It's not like it doesn't take any time at all. It's just, it doesn't take a long time. Now, these guys are going to follow you, so your best way is to kind of dodge them like that. This is the item I was expecting. Sparknet. You can dodge all of these guys pretty easily. Careful here. No! I got stuck in a corner. Yeah, well, might as well show one of these battles off anyway. There are only 3 different enemies in the entirety of this dungeon, and here are 2 of them. You only encounter one of the other ones, so you can see how boring this is going to be. We're going to be fighting the same enemies over and over again. And Rod Typhoon. Luckily, we do quite a bit of damage to these guys, and what's sad? She does 32 damage. He recovers HP, which is annoying. And stop killing Dart. I want to compare the damage he's doing with the damage Sean is doing. If you're using Burning Rush, he only does about 10 more damage. That is sad. Aw, I missed. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to miss. Yeah, but there's not a lot to either of these guys. The soldiers drop potions, if I'm not mistaken. The wolves or dogs or Hellhounds, there you go. These guys can drop... what is it? I have one of them. What are they called? Burnout. They can also use Burnout if they're on low enough of HP, which probably right after this he'll end up using one. Or I can kill him. That'll work too. But yeah. You do want to be careful down here. The enemies tend to, if they do use that Burnout attack on Lavitz, it'll probably do quite a bit of damage. So, you know, his magic defense is really, really bad, and it really starts to show around this point. Earlier on, it's not a big deal, except for a couple of situations, but once we get to this point, it's really an issue. Now, here we can do two things. I want to go down here first. And down here, we can head up here. I already missed a treasure chest, but I'll get it on the way down. And head over here. Pick up another Burnout. Yay. And I don't know why opening that chest changed my icon from blue to red, but it did, so woot. And a pellet. And if we go over here, better to... How do you withdraw? Withdraw into the castle you're trying to invade? I think you got a little problem there. Now, if you're lucky, you can go up there. Like I said, you can go up there if you're lucky enough to not get caught. Either way, they both lead to the same area. I don't know why there are two ones. You basically just run over top of whatever that is, a big fence or something, and you'll come down this direction. I still don't know why it's there. Anyway, there are soldiers here. Do not fight them yet. We'll have to fight them later. No point in making them respawn and having to fight them twice. Ooh, danger music. What is that anyway? It's like a teleporter beam or something. You are... I never really got that. That happens in a lot of games, actually. They start saying, you know, you are, trail off, and then, you know, talk to you as if they are right without even bothering to ask. It's kind of weird. Or, you know, treat the situation as you would expect and say, you are that guy that killed 3,000 people yesterday, and then book it out of there, or something like that. Your research, or, oh, there's another one. White Flame Researcher. Green Flame Researcher. Their research, huh? Well, kinda, yeah. You send in soldiers, they get slaughtered, you know, and the soldiers they were fighting get slaughtered. It's kind of the definition of, you know, early warfare. Oh, well, that would be interesting. The White Flame. The one that's obviously glowing over there, just in case. Healing power, I like that. Green Flame is not extinguished by water. Provide advantage in war. Well, I'm sure you could find a good way of making that work. You burn down the walls of a city, or a forge, or whatever, and you can't put it out. Makes sense. Magic. Involved in this accursed research. So, they're researching into this power, and they don't know how it works, or they do know how it works and they don't want to tell us. Either way, if we get too involved, we'll end up like Mr. Magi, Maggie, whatever. Can we ask you a little more? Yeah, the purple teleporter beam thingy. Power source. Oh! Well, that's interesting. It powers the elevators. War decides usage. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Well, yeah, if you're kind of helping out one side in a war, you're probably harming the other side. That's kind of how it works. By the dragon? War is a catastrophe. It doesn't create it. Okay. How is the dragon involved in the research anyway? Back to the research. Some magic oil. Ah, the fuel for the purple flame. Basically, it's how we're going to use the elevators in this place. And we can talk to him and get healed anytime we want. Isn't that nice? Okay, move please. Thank you. Let's, do you say anything else? No, you're useless. Now, I can't remember if there's actually anything down here or not. I almost never come down here anymore. No, probably not. It's the thing when you've played a game enough times, you just kind of go through the motions when you're playing it as far as to great amounts of exploration because, you know, you've already done that in your first couple of attempts at playing. You don't really feel the need to. You remember enough about the story and, you know, the emotion of certain things that you know, certain people, certain groups of people, certain cities, whatever, that you don't feel the need to do it all the time. But anyway, we can't just go in here. We have to light the flame, and then we have access to the elevator. That's how all the elevators around here are going to work. Kind of unfortunate. I always end up running past them. More people to talk to. Well, not necessarily. You make someone laugh, that usually makes the both of you happy. I don't agree with that. I may be a pessimist, but I don't agree with that. It's usually the source of most comedy. That I will definitely attest to, but I don't think it's a truth. Studying the principles of the magic of Emperor Dole. What? He has the principles of magic, okay. Okay, apparently all of these scientists, researchers, whatever they are not particularly, you know, opposed to telling me lots of things as long as I don't tell anyone else. Anyway, let's go down the other side here. And this is annoying. Alright, run. Run, 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 run. There we go. If you do not run fast enough, and those things always seem to fall in random spots, he will flip the switch. There we go. We get a redstone, and you'll end up falling off. Make yourselves at home in my garbage pile. So apparently we can't go into his little hole over there. But now we're stuck here. We can't do anything. We can shift the screen a bunch though. Anyway, we could run across, but let's not. I don't know what ducking does. Ah, I'm stuck! I'm stuck! I'm stuck! Whee! Oh, that's so much fun. Whee! Anyway, you want to fall down here. Obviously, there are chests down here containing a dark mist. Darkness attack item. And a translate, a white attack item. Light or whatever it is. Anyway, we came over here and we picked up that red stone. Now, let's actually, well, I'll check on them later. You basically need them to proceed. So, you know, there's 3 stones, a yellow, a blue, and a red. I will go into the inventory and check on them once I get them all. There's no point in checking each one individually. It just takes more time. And this area, well, not long, does... there's a decent amount of running around in here, put it that way. Although, you know, as you can see, we're just kind of running around a castle. We're not fighting a lot of enemies. It's kind of strange. Let's head up here. Let's take this one. We'll go up there eventually, don't you worry. That's the way to proceed. And I'll fight this guy. Alright, with him down, we can head back over here. Well, I guess not back, but we can head over here at least. And over here, if we can go down this thing here, there's another researcher. Let's talk to him. More danger music. Game's starting to really get on my nerves. They keep giving us this music and no fights. Thieves? I don't have any thieves. Yeah, I'd be careful. He seems a little kind of obsessed. Steel shearing vacuum blade. Huh? Why doesn't the magic work? What? Who the hell is this anyway? Rock crushing thunder arrow. Reminds me of oh, what is it? Some of those bad you know, Chinese or Japanese martial arts movies where you get really strange things. Actually, come to think of it, this can lead me into another idea. Oh, the researcher who is too late. Mr. Magi. Yeah. It reminds me of a band called Five Finger Death Punch. They're a heavy metal band, and I was listening to the radio, and I never listen to radio, I just have it on my alarm so that I get up, because I don't like the buzzer sound. It gives me a headache. But anyway, so I'm listening to the radio in the morning, and I'm laying in bed, and all of a sudden it's like, this actually sounds good. I was just so surprised that I could hear decent music on the radio, because I can never hear decent music on the radio. I usually turn it on for 3 seconds and then turn it back off. But in this case, I was like, this is actually really good. I have no idea who sings this. And so I dragged my ass out of bed, and I sat down, and I started writing the lyrics, which is what I do if I hear a song, then I don't know, you know, say the artist or the song name. So usually if you type those lyrics into, say, Google, you can usually find out the name of the song. And in this case, it turned out to be a relatively new album from Five Finger Death Punch, and I had listened to them before, but I hadn't realized they had released new albums this year. Actually, they released 2 of them. So anyway, that's my little side story about that. And I can't even remember where I was coming from with that point, but I made it nonetheless. At least I hope I did. Anyway, we're talking about the magical power of dragons. Cerberus. Hey! This time... Boss! What? And they even have the same sound effect as the dog from Final Fantasy VIII. That's great. Yeah, not very useful. He did amuse us, didn't he, Rose? Everyone looks at Rose like, what? Anyway, behind him, we acquire the Blue Stone. And that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Next time, we will finally head up that main elevator shaft at the top there, and continue into the Black Castle. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.